Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Welcome to this week's Weekly Wednesday. Today our two projects are going to be cards, and we are going to use this Bottled Happiness stamp set with the matching punch. I love this stamp set. I have used this so many times. I use it in my In Color Club. I've made so many great cards with this, and I just have a really good time making fun cards with this. So we're going to use this. This is new to the new catalog, the new annual catalog, and we are also going to use a few other things. So one of the things that is my favorite is the new Hostess Rewards Designer Series paper. So I'm going to pull that out because I want to show you guys how wonderful this paper is. So if you have an order of $150 or more, or you have a workshop order, you can get this paper here under Hostess Rewards. Now, this is the only way that you can purchase this. So it is $18, and you get 48 12 by 12 sheets of cards of designer series paper. So today is what we're going to be using along with our Bottled Happiness is this paper because I love it. Again, this is only Hostess Rewards. So if you place a $150 order, you earn 10% Hostess Rewards. You could still get this at $18. You would just pay the $3 difference. But if you have a $180 order, then that would be enough for you to get this completely free or more. So this is just wonderful, wonderful designer series paper. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait. So we're going to make these two cards here. Now, this scalloped circle or rectangle, not a circle, is from our scalloped contour dies, and it is the second largest one, so that's for that. And you're going to notice that my bottles have some texture on them. Yes, they do. So we are using the Stripes and Splatters embossing folder, the 3D embossing folder. And what I have done already for the sake of the video is I have punched out two of these bottles. One is in Daffodil Delight and the other one is in Pool Party. And I just put them through the folder and gave them some texture. So that's that one. The other thing that we're using here is that Design a Daydream paper. So this is what it is on this side. This is what it is on this side. It's just gorgeous. I love this paper. And then we're also going to be using some more pieces of this paper for the second card here. So we have these three sides. And then if you flip it over, we have these three sides. So this has got like Pear Pizzazz in it, Blackberry Bliss, Pool Party, Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, just some really pretty colors. We're also using another embossing folder. As you can see, this background white, we're using the Hive 3D embossing folder. And then this stitched circle die is from the new Stylish Shapes. Oh, I love these. Remember when we used to have these stitched shapes and they were squares, circles, and ovals? This kind of reminds me of that because we got our squares and circles back. We're just missing our ovals. But we got these cute little banners instead, and I do love these banners too. So we will be using that. And then we're going to be using some Opal rounds and some Wink of Stella because why wouldn't we use Wink of Stella? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to get started here. I'm going to need Blackberry Bliss ink pad, and I'm going to need Mint Macron ink pad, and I think that's it for the ink pads. So let's start with this card first. We'll set this one aside. Oh, and we're also using the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. So if you guys are not familiar with that, it comes with basic white, basic black, and then it comes with like, this to me is very vanilla. And then we also have like a gray and like a craft color or a tan color. I like this a lot. This pack comes with all of them. Works great. I love Baker's Twine. All right, so we're going to get started. We have our card base, which is Pool Party here. 5.5 by 8.5. And we're just going to fold it in half and use our bone folder for the score line. But you can always score it too at 4 1/4. Now, underneath the my link here, there is a link to a free project sheet. Both of these cards are on that project sheet completely free. So you can click on that and go and print it. All right, so we have two pieces that are the same. We have a Daffodil Delight and a Basic White. These measure at 4 by 5 1/4. And the white we're going to put on the inside flat. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about measurements or writing down measurements because the measurements are found on the project sheets. They're completely free, along with the supply list and the picture of the projects. All right, so there's our inside, and now we're going to put this flat on our card. This is our first layer. We're just going to put that flat like that. Now we're going to put our designer series paper on because we're going to put that on flat too. And this measures at 3 3/4 by 5. So right now we're just kind of building layers. This is nice. I like this card is just about layers. All right, so here is our scalloped piece, but we are going to need some dimensionals because we're going to pop these up. But before we do that, I took the smallest circle from those stylish shapes, and we're going to put a little saying on here that says "Wine Not." So I'm going to do that in Blackberry Bliss. So we're just going to stamp. These cards are very easy. These are not hard cards, but what makes them look really nice is all the layers, I feel like. So we're just going to kind of flip these over. We're going to put these two flat, but we're going to pop up the petal pink one. So we're going to place that right about there. And then I'm going to place this one right about here. And actually, I'm going to lift this up. I want this a little bit closer. So let's move it a little bit closer. I still want some sides here. This one is what we're going to do is we're going to pop this one up with our dimensionals. And I have no nails right now because they have been breaking left and right. And usually it's weird. I have stronger nails in the wintertime than I do the summer. And I know that sounds weird. It almost sounds like it's backwards. We're going to use our dimensional here and pop that up right there too. Almost sounds backwards, right? Because you think winter, dry, brittle nails. Yeah, but my nails grow better in the wintertime than they do the summer. I don't know if it's just because I'm harder on them in the summer, you know, with working outside, doing all yard work, that kind of stuff. They just constantly break. And once they break, they're broken. They're gone. It's like one breaks, they all break. All right, so now I'm going to flip this over and we're going to use our dimensionals for the back because we want to pop this up. And don't forget to put one in the center. But yeah, now that I have no nails, it's kind of hard for me to grab these backs of these dimensionals. All right. So now we're going to place this right in the center of our card like that. And then we're just going to add 2 of our opal rounds. We're going to add a big one here up in the corner. And then we're just going to add one of the smaller ones right next to it. There you go. That's it. That's your card. Very easy card. This is a simple card. Everyone can do this. I just took scraps to punch this out. And then once they were punched out, I literally put them in the splatter embossing folder and ran it through my machine. So very easy. All right, let's go ahead and do our second card. This is our second card. And again, our card base is the same, 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to score it at 4 1/4. I already have my little bows done too and some die cutting for the video. These are kind of easy, simple cards today that I have for you. Sometimes I do 3D treat holders and stuff, and they're a little bit more, but today we're doing easy things. All right, and again, we have a first layer and an inside layer. Both of these measure the same. They are 4 by 5 1/4. Now, one is already ran through the die cut machine, through the Hive embossing folder. But we're just going to put this inside insert here flat. I am a big person that always puts an inside. So to me, even if it's a lighter color like Pool Party is a lighter color, and you could write on that. But I'm all about putting that inside. For one, it gives it a little bit more sturdiness, an extra layer in there. But I just feel like it always needs a very vanilla or a basic white inside. Unless your card base is basic white or very vanilla, in which case I would use the thick cardstock to give it some more support. All right, so we're just placing both of these white pieces in flat. Flat is what we're going to do. And now we have some pieces here. We're going to do these flat as well. So I like this side. So I'm going to just kind of angle this like this inside here. And then we're going to put the center one. I'm going to put that one up a little bit higher. And I'm kind of going to go straight up and down with that one. And then we have this one, which I kind of like that too. No, I'll keep it the way it was. If I was going to do that, I probably should have made the Pool Party solid color one, the center one, but I didn't do that. Had the two patterns. And now I'm just going to kind of cross that like that. We're literally just paper piercing. We're just piercing. All right, now let's do our bottle. We need mint macaron. And I have my piercing tool with, you know, just a little grid paper here because it is a photopolymer stamp set. That looks like a dimensional. Oh, look at that. It's a dimensional top. Well, we'll just get rid of that. I'm like, wait a minute. That looks like a dimensional in my ink pad. You never know what goes on in there. All right, so we're just going to do this. And I'm just going to, just like that. Voila. And now we need the seine. So we're going to bring in our Blackberry Bliss. And we're going to stamp our seine. We're going to do that right at the top, just like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to flip this over. We're going to pop this up with some dimensionals. How are you guys liking the new annual catalog? Such wonderful things in there. Oh my gosh. I've been purchasing things left and right lately. I just can't help it. There's so many wonderful things, and I have been wanting to play with so many of them and next week is my designing week, so I'm going to be designing. This week I've been working on my summer stamp camp projects. I got them all cut, prepped, bagged, but my summer stamp camp is my all-day retreat that I do. I do 3 of them in a year. I do Stampin' Day Getaway in March. I do Summer Stamp Camp in June. And then I do Fall Fest in October. So my next all-day retreat will be October 8th. It'll be in Edgerton, Wisconsin. So I'm excited about that. But I always do them as retreats to go too. So you can always do them as a box because you get 4 projects. Each project contains multiple things. So you get pillow gifts with each project. You get little special gifts. You get full PDFs on all the projects. You get all kinds of fun stuff. So, but if you're near me, I'd love for you to join me live because mark your calendars, October 8th. All right, I'm going to do some Wink of Stella here on my bottle. I probably should have done this first before I adhered the little bow, but you know, I was talking, so. And I'm just going to give it some sparkle here. And look we have another easy card. I mean, you're just basically doing a lot of paper piercing. And let's add some of these opal rounds. I love these opal rounds because they're glittery and fun. And we'll just add some of them. And just like that. All right. So here are your cards today. If you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get a goal of 1,000 YouTube subscribers, because once I do that, that means that I can do YouTube live videos. So that is something I really would like to do, is some live videos. These videos are pre-recorded because I can't do live videos until I hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So that is a goal. So if you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do come on, it's free, and I come on every Wednesday with some projects. I always pick a stamp set or a bundle, and I do 2 projects. Sometimes they're cards, sometimes they're 3D projects, sometimes they're a card and a 3D, but we always do something, and it's a lot of fun. If you need any of your supplies today because you love these projects, feel free to go to amandasinspirationstation.com. You can shop right there on my web store. And if you like this video or like these projects, I would love to hear your comments or your likes, see your likes under the video. All right, you guys have a great Memorial weekend. So Memorial weekend is this upcoming weekend. And hopefully you have a great time with your family, and thank you for those who serve, okay, and who have served. So thank you. All right, you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.